Cerulean, also spelled caerulean, is a color term that may be applied to certain colors with a hue ranging roughly between blue and cyan, overlapping with both. It also largely overlaps with azure and sky blue, although cerulean is dimmer. The first recorded use of cerulean as a color name in English was in 1590. The word is derived from the Latin word caeruleus, dark blue, blue or blue-green, which in turn probably derives from caerulum, diminutive of caelum, heaven, sky. Use in artistic painting. In classical times, cerulean was used to describe blue pigments, particularly mixtures of copper and cobaltous oxides. These early attempts to create sky blue colors were often less than satisfactory due to greenish hues and lack of permanence. When the pigment cerulean blue was invented, it largely superseded all these prior pigments. See also teak-hullet. Cerulean blue, at right is displayed the color cerulean blue. The first recorded use of cerulean blue as a color name in English was in 1859. Pigments Through the Ages shows a painted swatch of cerulean blue that is representative of the actual cobalt stannate pigment. This color swatch matches the color shown in the color box at right. See also painted swatch and crystals of cerulean blue at color lex. Cerulean blue pigment discovered in 1805 by Andreas Haar. Paragraph PFNER. The pigment originally referred to as cerulean blue was first marketed in 1860 as caeruleum by George Rowney of the United Kingdom. The primary chemical constituent of the pigment is cobalt, stannate. It is particularly valuable for artistic painting of skies because of the purity of the blue, its permanence, and its opaqueness. Beard Morisot painted the blue coat of the woman in her A Summer's Day, 1879 in cerulean blue in conjunction with artificial ultramarine and cobalt blue. Today, cobalt chromate is sometimes marketed under the cerulean blue name but is darker and greener than the cobalt stannate version. The chromate makes excellent turquoise colors and is identified by Rexart and some other manufacturers as cobalt turquoise. Other variations of cerulean pale cerulean Pantone, in a press release, declared the pale hue of cerulean at right, which they call cerulean, as the color of the millennium. The source of this color is the Pantone textile paper extended color list, color number 15-4020 TPX cerulean. Bright cerulean This bright tone of cerulean is the color called cerulean by Crayola crayons. Cerulean Frost at right is displayed the color Cerulean Frost. Cerulean Frost is one of the colors in the special set of metallic-colored Crayola crayons called Silver Swirls, the colors of which were formulated by Crayola in 1990. Cerulean in nature, Cerulean Kirchreich, Cerulean Kingfisher, Cerulean Paradise Flycatcher, Cerulean Warbler, Cerulean Capped Mannequin. Cerulean in human culture, color. Cerulean was nominated by Pantone in 1999 as the color of the millennium. Automotive, used as a paint color by the McLaren Automotive MSO division. Tim Burton, also known as Schmay 150, has a McLaren 675 LT in MSO cerulean blue. Computer software, Cerulean Studios is a software house based in Connecticut, United States. Film, in The Devil Wears Prada, Miranda Priestly makes a reference to a cerulean-colored sweater, and other high-fashion clothes items in cerulean. Literature, Cerulean Sins is the 11th book in the Anita Blake, Vampire Hunter series by Laurel K. Hamilton. Caerulean is the species of alien Ravandakit belongs to In the Search for One Last series by Tony D. Terlizzi. Music, Cerulean is the album title for the September 10, 1991 music release by the band The Ocean Blue. Cerulean is the first album by musician Bards. Cerulean is the sixth track on the 1992 album Hoodoo's Ever by composer John Adams. Cerulean is a song of the Simian Mobile Disco Band, recorded on Unpatton's album. Cerulean is a track of John Hopkins, recorded on his album entitled Opalescent. Cerulean is a track of Candlemics featuring VLAN. Science, Cerulean cyan fluorescent protein is a mutant of green fluorescent protein. Television, Repetition of the word cerulean blue is a method the Pusher villain uses at the beginning of the eponymous X-Files episode 17 season 3 in order to lull his victims to do what he wants. In the fourth season Rocky and Bullwinkle's story arc Painting Theft, villain Boris Baden adopts the guise of a fictitious art collector named Cerulean Blue. In the fourth season of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, reformed villain Discord becomes sick with the blue flu, and has adopted a blue skin color, which Rarity describes as a shade of cerulean, to be precise. Video games, Azure the Cerulean is the blue-haired 33-year-old final recruit of the Tvaites and Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII. Cerulean City is one of the pivotal locations in the game and anime poker copyright Mon and is home to the water poker copyright Mon Gym in Kanto. 1986 game Millennium's Finest had a faction named the Cerulean Army. The game Spirit Animals has armor entitled Cerulean Animal Armor. See also, Pigment, List of colors. References. External links, A page on Cerulean Blue, Cerulean Blue at ColorLex.